Okay, we're recording. We're live. Welcome, Abdullah. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
I'm here with my launch partner, my promo partner, Mr. Jonas Lindgren.
Hey everyone.
In sunny Sweden, and Abdullah in sunny UK.
Sunny UK, yeah. That's it.
Okay, so look, I have got to be honest, and I do apologise. I've never, ever, as far as I know, promoted Madsense in the past. Right now, I've gone into the members area today for the first time, and there was a lot there. So it looks amazing. I want to know from you. I've got some questions written down here.
Right.
So the first question for our list is this: how much and how fast could a newbie make with this strategy?
Right. So that's a good one, and like this varies with everyone. And so what it comes down to in the end is how much content you're pushing out. Because the thing is, one thing I teach everyone, and one tip I want to share with everyone today is to never become emotionally attached to your campaigns. And so what's going to happen is people are going to start putting campaigns out there, and they will get so attached to that one campaign, they'll put all their money into that one campaign, and they'll never make progress, they'll never profit, and it could take them a year, because at that rate they're only getting through 12 articles that year. All right, but in the good scenario, in the real scenario where you just spend $5, and if you find that this article is, not performing, it's not going to profit for you, and you have the ability, you understand that you just have to cut that off, and you can go out there and put another article up, another campaign, and that's when you can make very, very quick progress. And so in that scenario, people can start getting results, as soon as today, a week from now. It all comes down to certain things that I'm not going to lie to you. You do need a Google AdSense account. That can take, up to 2 weeks maybe to get your approval. You do need good content. You do need high quality content. There's all these little bits and bobs that go into it. But once you've got those pieces in place, which isn't hard, and I do teach aside the training, and every little part of the process can be outsourced, within 2-3 weeks, you can have a profitable business. Now, I can't really state, what kind of numbers, but I can tell you from previous experience, we've started sites, and within months, like within 30 days, we've taken it to like £7,000 in revenue. Okay, so I'm not saying that everyone can do that, but I'm saying we have seen it time and time again that our clients, ourselves, our accounts, they go from literally 0 to 3K, 0 to 2K, 0 to 7K within single months. Okay, and then the scaling from there is unimaginable. From there, you can branch out, you can bring other income streams in, and you really can 5x your revenue, within 60, 90 days time.
No, that sounds good. It sounds, I mean, you're clearly very, very passionate, which is brilliant, and I love to see that. Sounds like there's a lot of kind of psychology around it, a bit like, it reminded me when you were talking there with trading, as a spread better, you put a trade on, you get emotionally attached to it because it goes down, you're in a losing position, you were in a winning position a minute ago, and you need to get it straight in your head. Exactly, so just to sum up the actual strategy, right, so that we know, the guys and girls watching this right now, so they know, all right, well, what is it? It sounds really good, but what is it? Just how are they going to make their money?
So I think I'm going to share my screen with you now, and I'm just going to walk you through the entire process, what goes on from the ad to the site and how the money's made. All right.
Okay.
So I'll just click on share screen now, and you just let me know once.
You click on share screen, and you should be able to choose which one you want to share. So. Okay.
So I assume you can see my desktop now?
Yep, got Google, yeah?
Yeah, that's it. Perfect. So I'm just going to go open up one of the sites. Now, the ads, I'm not going to dive into them right now because that's not really, it's not a big deal. The ads are very easy to create. One of these images over here, including that title, is basically the ad itself. The top of the ad is the title of the article, and the image is just one relevant image. Okay, so
what are we looking at here? Is this one of your sites?
This is one of my clients' viral news sites. Okay, so this is what a site looks like. This is what you make your money from. And I'll show you, like, if I click on one of these, articles, the way this is broken up is where the money is made. Now, there's an ad over here. As you can see, there's a banner ad at the top, and there's a sidebar ad over there. And normally, with a secret file that I've installed, as you can see over here, there's another ad over here. So there's 3 ads on this page, and then obviously this person over here has gone on to maybe add a CPA offer as well onto that page. And this is exactly and only like where your money is made. It's as simple as this. The visitor comes from Facebook, they come to this page, they read this article, maybe on the first page they don't even want a click on the ad. Okay, maybe that ad doesn't click with them. They go on the next page, they start reading the content there. and then they see an ad on that page, and it could be that ad they click, and that's when you get paid. So regardless, on one of these pages, that ad will get clicked, or should get clicked, provided that you've got content that keeps the reader engaged, that keeps them clicking onto the next page. Then at one point there will be an ad that catches them out, and they'll click on it, and that's when you get paid. And so one big thing I teach with my content is to split it into pages. I never list out my articles in just one long form page. It's always split into pages, because that's where your money's made. For every next page to go onto, that's another page view. And so for every next page to go on, that's another 3 impressions on your ads. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so you know what I mean? That's just
the income is through AdSense, and
that's right.
And roughly how much have you made from this actual strategy yourself?
So in numbers, like, I'm going to be honest with you now, over the past year, I haven't run any of my own Google AdSense accounts, and that's just because past year, many people know in the online space, I slipped 2 discs in my lower back, and I became highly inactive. So at that time of the year, I was only focusing on customers and clients. But myself, when we had our accounts going, we took one account from May to December, £132,000. Okay, so then in October to December that same year, we done $54,000 in an account, and then from there, I made a few more accounts, which I then went on to just flip them sites at $2,000 to $5,000. So quick gains, as you can see. In less than a year, we were able to generate huge 6 figures. Now my partner Gora Bora on this launch, his partner on Google AdSense, he's on about $300,000 of Google AdSense in the past year alone. One of my clients reached out to me recently. He done $25,000 last month with Google AdSense alone.
Right? So one of your clients achieved that, 25,000.
You'll see it on the sales page. Yeah, his name's Osvaldo Vera. This guy done $26,000 or so last month with Google AdSense. So it's happening, it's going down, it's really working. yeah.
I had a feeling actually that I was going to come on here and you were going to show me some stuff that was just going to really screw with my mind, because it means I'm going to have to get off here and then start doing it myself.
Start doing it yourself, yeah, man, exactly. Yeah.
That sounds really cool.
I do remember actually when you brought out the last Madsense 1.0, I guess. Mark Bishop said to me, "Have you seen that Madsense thing?" And I said, "Well, I've had a quick look." He said, "Oh, mate," he said, that's clever shit." He said, "Seriously," he said, you need to have a look at that. You need to get into it, and you need to do it. And that you can't. I mean, that's a bloody good recommendation coming from someone like Mark Bishop. But I've not, because this is the first time I've looked inside today on 2.0. But I can see I'm going to be busy. Okay, Jonas, what do you make of what you've seen so far?
I think this sounds really cool. Just one question that I think a lot of people might ask. Is this like completely white hat? People don't have to worry about getting their AdSense accounts banned or anything like that?
So I'm going to go out again and be honest with you. So last year when I put out this method version 1, there were things that I was teaching that would have put you under the AdSense ban. There were things inside there that were a bit risky. I was telling people to go to their competitors, take content straight from their site and start pushing ads to it. Now this year, I don't push thin content. Okay, last year I was pushing 300 to 500 word articles. This year, I teach people to only push 1,000 word articles and above. All right, moving on from there, we don't do copy content. There's no stealing this year. There's no straight from competitors. You can curate content, but you can't just take from competitors and put over onto your site. So these little things I'm teaching inside in the training, and the websites have become more compliant. We've got legal pages in place, contact pages in place, all these kind of things. So this year, 100%, this process extremely white hat, and it's much more secure than.
I kind of feel like Trevor now. I kind of want to do this as well. I mean, if this is like a super white hat way, and Abdullah's clients made like $25,000, $26,000 last month, that's pretty cool.
Well, I'll tell you what, Jonas, if me and you say that we're going to do this, then that's a fantastic bonus that we can give our list, because we can jump on a call and we can update them on our progress and what we've done and how we're finding it.
Yeah, no, this sounds awesome. Wow.
I mean, to me, the sort of figures that you've talked about there, Abdullah, this is a proper business strategy, isn't it? I mean, this is not something to play about with. A
lot of people initially, this model started as viral arbitrage. So it was called viral arbitrage. And so the goal was only to, you know, it was input versus output. Everyone was just looking at getting cheap traffic and coming out on top with the Google AdSense returns. But what I've done with this model is, you know, I don't focus just on the input and output. It's more about building a brand out here. We're really trying to get people engaged in our content, put out quality content that keeps them engaged, keeps them going to the next page, keeps them wanting to, you know, if you see on this site over here that I'm sharing, this lady's getting, you know, these kind of views organically. You know, she doesn't do no paid ads anymore. Okay, so she getting 3,000 views, just, you know, 4,000 views per every article she puts out. You know, any article she puts out, she'll get a few thousand views. Okay, 6,400 views right there. So what I mean is, this is what I'm teaching now, to really put out high quality content that not only will make you return on Google AdSense. For example, I've got a client, and he's not really much of a client of mine. He's just been through my program. Okay, and this guy, he's built a viral news site and has implemented retargeting into his viral news site, and with that he's doing $100,000 a month with Shopify using his viral news site. So, you know, if you put out the quality content and then you follow these strategies, there's way more to it than just that simple viral arbitrage model where you're just looking at your input versus output. Okay, so there's a lot more to it, and all of that is covered inside Madsense.
Well, yeah. It does sound exciting. The question now on my mind is, suppose that, right, we get involved, we go through your training. I've seen you cover absolutely everything in there, right from buying the domain name, which is brilliant because you always need that kind of thing. So you start off with, you know, how you would choose your domain name. You actually go and buy a domain name, and you go through, you're taken through every step, which is brilliant. How much time on a daily basis does someone need to give to this in order to maintain it, and then after that, if they wanted to scale it, etc.?
Right. So of course we hear this question all the time, and number one thing, it always comes down to how hungry you are. But the next thing after that is
starving.
Yeah, but the thing after that really.
Ask Jonas, he'll tell you I'm always moaning about money. So yeah, I'm hungry, baby.
But the truth is, like, you know, once all of this is set up, and number two thing, you know, with Madsense version 2, what we're giving away is a done for you mini site. So last year we didn't give this away. Now this is going to save you that WordPress magic module. It's got about 17 videos. How about you don't have to watch any of them if you just install the done for you mini site?
Yeah.
So it saves you a lot of time. And then from then on, all you got to worry about is getting your content made. Now, even that, it's going to split into two ways. If you're a guy with money, then you're just going to go hire a writer. How long does that take? It doesn't take long at all because the writer writes it. But if you have to go out and curate the article yourself, then maybe you'll be curating about 3 articles every hour. And so in that scenario, you know, even if you're publishing 6 articles a day, that's freaking amazing. You know, starting off, it's amazing. But at the same time, you have to look at some of the biggest publishers like BuzzFeed, Huffington Post, they're doing about 600-700 posts every single day. So like if they're posting 600-700 articles a day, you know, there's still progress to be made. And so it all comes down to how hungry you are. But bottom line is, you can get your business going with just 2 hours a day, because ads and curation is just not a long procedure. It's just not. And as I said to you before, it's just a title and an image in the ad, and it's straight to the ad. There's not much tracking. We don't do no conversion tracking. The site is all tracked with Google Analytics. So it's just very straightforward.
So yeah, that was one of the big things. Apart from you've got the updated training and everything else in 2.0, something that if someone has bought Madsense before, the one thing or one of the things that they wouldn't have got that they will get if they go and buy 2.0 is this done for you site, right? So it's like a super fast track included in the front end, yeah?
100%, exactly, yeah.
Yeah, fantastic. Now, talking of front ends, could you just quickly run us through the OTO so that our guys know what's coming? We like to pre-warn them of what they're going to be. Some people get frightened about the funnel. Some people, I only want the front end. I only want that. You know, I don't want to be sold anything. Don't sell me. But at the end of the day, OTOs, I think, are fantastic because it can make a big difference.
100%. So I'm going to walk through them all now. I just don't want this video to play, so I'm just going to pause that, hopefully.
Well, hopefully if Chrome does its thing, it won't.
If Chrome does its thing, that's right. Okay, so what we've got over here is we're looking at 4 OTOs, and it all starts off with a done for you Madsense site. So of course I mentioned that in the front end we are giving away a done for you mini site. Now this is actually, it's obviously very generic. You know, this is one file that everyone's going to install onto their server, and it's going to be the same site, the same colors, the same, you know, font, the same everything. But
yeah,
you know, the done for you Madsense site, it's all personalized. You get your own logo. It's all based on your brand. You get your own menus and categories made towards your, you know, around your niche. And so it's all very personal. Now the 97 to 127, well, the $97 gets you your site back within 10 days, and then $127 will get you your personalized site with your own logo, with your own menus, and, you know, your own legal pages, etc., back within 3 days. All right, so that's a quite a good service, you know, for people that, you know, just can't be bothered going through the WordPress Magic module, or can't be bothered doing up. Because the bottom line is, once you install our done for you mini site, you still have to do some work on the site.
Yeah. So you get a done for you site that you then have to personalize, or you can say, do you know what? I want you to do the whole thing for me.
The whole thing for you. We do your home page up and everything, the whole structure. So it all looks very nice. Okay. Moving on from there, we've got OTO2, and you probably know about this tool, Real Specific, in content automation software. Shane Brooks and Justin Anderson launched last month. Now, this is a super cool tool, content curation tool, and I talk a lot about content curation. And if you've seen inside in my product, there's a whole module on it called Effective Curation, which has about 17 videos. So Real Specific plays a big part in that. And, you know, acquiring content is super cool. With it, what you can do is you can look up all your, you know, competitors using keywords, and from there, you know, you can literally just swipe their articles within a click of a button, and it sends it straight over to your site. And then from there, you know, you can take out what you don't need, and, you know, put in what you do want, etc., and make a nice article out of it. So Real Specific, great tool. That's OTO number 2 at $47. And then moving on from there, we've got the flipping mastery module. Now, there's a slight error over there. That module is actually flipping and outsourcing. So I cover a little bit about outsourcing as well, how you can outsource your entire viral news business. I give templates for job postings, so you can go post them on Upwork and get, you know, applicants right away. And then on the other hand, I've got the flipping module, which is a super cool module. It's actually one of my favorites. I wanted to put in the front end, but of course, it's so cool that they said put it as an OTO. And so I have in here 3 case studies of sites that I flip. And I covered the strategy inside here, where I've used sites that I was going to flip to actually acquire clientele in, you know, a done for you service. So I had a site once upon a time called Read It, Share It, and this received 3 offers, one of 20K, 22K, and $50,000. But my partner at the time, he told me, let's not sell the site. So we kept the site running. This, by the way, is the same site that done 54K between October and December. And so he told me not to sell the site. And so what I done instead with those offers, I reached out to them and I said to them, hey, like, how about this? I'll build you out the same site under your own brand, your own server, everything. And, you know, I'll run your ads for you for 30 days. So I've done this. And, you know, funny thing is, actually, this site over here is actually one of them clients. She paid me $10,000 at the time to build out this site. Wow. Okay, so within 3 months we made back all the money. She made back her investment with me, and since then, you know, she's just been profiting off that business. So, you know, that's what I teach inside the flipping module, how you can use your sites and your revenue, your data to actually acquire clientele. And then finally moving on to OTO4, which is AdBuddy. This is also software by one of our friends, Tom Yevsikov. He's also on the launch. And what this tool does is just saves you a lot of time in creating ads. So, of course, one of the main things about this business model is running Facebook ads. And so you do want to save yourself that time by using a software like this, you know, to just pump out ads and ads, you know, with very little effort. And that's it. That's a wrap.
Excellent. Look, I'll tell you what, Abdullah, next time, please have a little bit of passion when you're talking about your stuff. Brilliant. Fantastic. Okay, well, that sounds great. I think we're going to have to wrap it up now because we've kept you on launch day and appreciate that. Jonas, any more questions before we close up?
No, I think Abdullah covered everything, and I think our viewers will know exactly what the course is about, what they're going to get in the upsells, and I think this sounds really cool myself. Yeah,
I do. I can see this being part of our strategy going forward, mate, can't you?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, this was really cool. Thanks, man.
No problem.
Okay, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks very much, Abdullah. Take care, mate, and best of luck with the launch.
Thank you.
See ya, buddy.
See ya.